Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my city Skylines series Fangchenggang region. We're finally in part 8 and we're finally getting it some education. So the last part was just detailing some backyards and you guys liked it, so this is, I think, something that we will do kind of more often from now on, and we will kind of get more into the detailing. And in the process of doing this today, I'm just doing actually it's in high school and an elementary school, so it is basically a school center. And we will have a lot of them. This is the first one. I will have at least 4 of them so that we can serve the amount of our population, because right now it is completely full. So we're just placing it because I thought, okay, I will just kind of trying to get a good working system in my city, but it already is completely full, so I have to switch off some things there. And the school isn't only just huge, it is also pretty detailed, so when I'm looking at it I'm getting about 5 FPS, and that's due to the amount of plants that I'm using there. And throughout the next episodes you will kind of see a lot of changes, and the first one will be for colors. This one and the next video will be having the old colors, but then I think I will go to switch. And I'm already having something inside. It will be way warmer than it's right now, and the grass texture may change. And once I would have decided what would come into the kind of idea and kind of in my mind that I would like to use, I will make a vote for you guys so that you can vote which one you like more, if you like the current one more or the other one, or maybe a third one when I'm getting a good one in that I would like to use, and then just kind of ask you with this vote which one you would like to take and how you want the colors to be. So back to the video, we are just making the area in front of the school, and this is a very basic one. We're just adding in some pavement, we're adding in some asphalt and just getting in everything kind of detailed like I wanted to. I'm sorry if you can hear my voice, not my voice, my mouse right now. I'm trying to drag it over so that I can also kind of see it, because right now my mic is in front of it, but this is no problem. I just want to place the mic there so that I can kind of talk better and sound fuller, because I'm talking right in front of the mic and I think this is the best setup for me. So we just placed this kind of junipers there, and they will be very detailed. This will be just kind of a small green space in front of the school. This is once for security reasons, so that you can kind of stop the people from driving in there, and also just for the look of it, because I like it quite a lot. And we're using this fence there. It is a school fence, and I just like it because it's very colorful and it looks kind of for children, and it's looking very happy with the amount of colors. And they're just a small security fence that is from the Japanese, I think it's the Japanese fence pack. And yes, for the vegetation of this whole area, my ideas were that I kind of want to have a pine forest in there, and this means that we have a new kind of forest type in our city, and this is a pine forest and a mixed forest. And the reason for this is that this is kind of realistic to have a mixed forest in the areas of kind of Fangchenggang. It is also in real life on Google Maps. I've looked at it and the vegetation is mixed, so we have these kind of lush trees, just like we got them from now, that we got them with the generic tree pack, and also we've got pine trees, so we have both of them in our city now, and we will kind of mix them up through all over the place and all over our city. I'm sorry. And there I'm just adding in a small forest, and this is just a basic test of how I want it to be. We will build the bigger one later on, and this one will be way over detailed, as you already have seen in cinematics. Also, kind of thing that I want to do from now on is in every video that I just want to talk about your comments that you've wrote, and just kind of to get also the possibility for you to get kind of featured in the video, and so that I can talk about the things you've wrote and the ideas I have about it. And this is, I think, a very good possibility for me to keep in touch with you guys, and also kind of for you to see how you can affect the city and the series. Genosatraki wrote, in 7.9 you use those tiny walkways and they glitch under the surface. Maybe you should use the vanilla ones or some from the make shop, because I once had the same issue and it almost ruined my save game. Yes, you're right, they're completely glitchy and it is definitely a mistake for me to use them, and I'm terribly sorry because I already know it from my last series, but I kind of couldn't believe it. But yeah, you're right, I should change them and I will change them, so this will be something I will do off camera, and I'm already on the lookout for some better ones. Another comment from Stega was, bots are getting more cunning. Graphics? I'm not sure, but if you think the edges look better in my city, I can send you through my settings on Twitter or something. Yes, at first thank you for already sending them to me. I think you sent them on Discord? Yes, I think you sent them on Discord. And just thank you, they're amazing, and I've also used them kind of to get some tweaks in my second setup for them, and you helped me out quite a lot with them, so thank you for that. Kaching wrote, that was fast. Yes, luckily I was able to record something, but as said, I was just kind of I think it was 23 o'clock on first day, and was just thinking, yeah, I would do this now, I can't do anything more for school right now, my head is completely full, I just need to relax. And so I thought, yes, it would be a good idea to just make a voice recording, and this is what I did there. Marco Viv wrote, on the Rico Workshop settings mod, the default game settings are ridiculously low for some buildings and ridiculously high for others. For an example, 5 households in a single residential building and only 12 in a huge skyscraper that would support like 50. Important is that it goes per households, so you might want to change it to house as many houses as you think work by how many flats it would have by floors. So yes, you're right, I definitely have to tweak this quite a lot on all the buildings, and I will also use this, and it was actually a pretty useful tip from you because I wasn't reading the description of the Rico mod settings at first, but yes, you're right, I will tweak them with the realistic population mod and just get them better. And yes, these are the kind of comments that we got from part 7, and thank you for all the comments. I'm enjoying reading them and answering them, and it is also kind of cool for me just to have the possibility of use them in a video like this, and definitely keep it up, write more comments, and I will answer all of them. Another thing that I've tweaked is kind of the noise and the loudness of my voice, and I think it should be better in this part. And it shouldn't be so extremely loud like in comparison with the music, and definitely let me know what you think about it. And what you're doing in the background is just basic detailing, and this is something that I'm kind of enjoying because I love it to place some things in the nature, and all of you should already know that I'm a huge fan of making nature in City Skylines. So I also thought about, okay, this school will be kind of a special school where I would extremely enjoy going there. And for this one, the school would need a lot of different plants, and so I thought I would use a lot of different trees and a lot of different bushes and a lot of grass. And this is also the main point why my frame rate is always dropping in my projects, that I'm using so many different trees and grasses. This is crazy, but I think it's worth it. So if I'm looking at an area where there is so much free space and no grass props or something like this, it's driving me kind of crazy. So I'm just kind of the person that loves to over detail the nature. And I think also this is one of the aspects of the game that I've pretty much mastered at this point, because I have about 400 to 500 hours only detailing the nature, just because I kind of love it. And as already said there, I'm going for mixed forest with a lot of generic trees and a lot of just normal leaf trees, and then also a lot of pines. So this is something that I thought would be looking kind of cool, and yeah, it turned out pretty nicely. And yes, I just wanted to kind of also say thank you to all of you guys. The last year was incredible. We're right now at 286 subs, and this is crazy because about 1 month ago I reached 200 subs and we're already close to 300. So just thanks to all of you guys that are new to my channel, and also thanks to all of you guys that were there before this. And there especially to Lars and Lars and to Steger. You two guys are just awesome. Steger, I think, appeared in Springfield, like in my Springfield series, and thank you. You're one of my oldest subs, I think, together with Shizim. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it completely wrong, but yeah. And also for Lars, thank you, you've helped me so much, you're just incredible. And also for Steger, once again, thank you for your graphic settings, it's just an amazing help that you two guys are giving me with this, so... And a special thank you for you. And yes, also what I want to say, when we compare it to the last year, in the last year, in the May, I got -1 sub, and this year I got 83 subs and 2.9 thousand views, so... This is amazing for me just in 1 month to have so many of them, and just kind of thank you for all of you guys, and thank you for supporting me, it is just incredible. And actually, if you are a viewer and you haven't subbed to me already, I would appreciate if you'd consider subbing to me. I'm uploading weekly videos and I'm trying to get them better and get them at a decent quality, I would say. And also recently I've started to kind of work with better audio and just kind of to get all of the stuff better, and this is also what I will be doing for the next time. I'm also right now, I've bought a 4K screen and I'm also trying to make 4K videos from, I think, about 3 weeks from now on. Hopefully when it's already there, because I've ordered it about 2 days ago, and I hope it will be at my desk soon. And yes, there's just another small area that we have for the pupils, I think the name is, and the students, just to kind of chill there and get their meal or just eat something, or maybe just talk or play some games. And we're also kind of detailing this a bit better with the tiles, with the tile decals from Ronnie, and they're just making an awesome look. And yes, it is so cool, just kind of this whole nature there. I've enjoyed it so much, and this is also kind of the look for the nature that I want for the series. I will have a lot of pine trees and a lot of pine forests, but we'll also have a lot of normal mixed forests, because I also love them too, so we will have both of them, and they will be pretty mixed sometimes. I've also kind of considered for this series to just have a huge town, but this won't be what I want to be doing. I want to have several small city centers and just one big main town, but then there we will have the kind of main town and a lot of smaller villages and towns around it. And with this one I kind of want to get get kind of unrealistic traffic in and the realistic feeling that we need an airport, an international one, and rural one, and just some stuff like this. So I'm back with more detailing, and for this one I was just kind of feeling this one would be kind of a delivery zone for the school, and this would be the place where all of the food would go and where they would bring the trash to get it brought away from the school. And this is kind of behind the sport areas, and this is at the kind of end of the high school, so it's the area where no high school and elementary, so this is the place where no student would always be, but kind of the place where some of them would hang out, and it is kind of heading away from the downtown, and with this one it is just looking to the river and to the suburbs that will be there, so it is kind of out of the center, I would say. And yes, this is just something that I thought would be very realistic, and I like it. And there are actually the baseball course that I've built without telling you about it anything, and I've just kind of used the trees kind of to split the areas, and there are no gates or something like this, or no fence, so this would mean when you throw your ball in there you would have to get it out, but this is kind of a crack in the realism, but I think it's kind of okay. So yes, this is also basically the main thing that I like about detailing. It is that you have your own choice of how to build something, and I think for this one I have kind of my favorite thing done there, and I like how it is there and how it turned out. And yes, I'm just there copy pasting some trees and just using them as a small border, and we will build a small forest behind this. It will just, as already said, a pine forest, and it will be kind of detailed, but not so extremely detailed. So it isn't that extremely detailed. It isn't that extremely detailed because you won't see that often. I'm sorry, I don't know what is happening right there with me, but you won't be seeing it that often. So there are just some trees, some scrubs, and some grass there. And the reason for this, why I went very easy there, is that I kind of want to look at this area and have at least some FPS, because at this point they were already pretty bad, so I thought, yeah, we'll go very easy with them here. And yes, this is also the basic thing that we will be doing there, and we're coming very close to the end of this video. And this is also the part where I will say goodbye to you guys, and hopefully we will see each other in another video of mine. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to me yet, I would appreciate if you'd consider subscribing to me. It helps me quite a lot, and it gives me quite a psychological push, I would say. So yes, thank you if you did, and if you want me to build anything in the city that you kind of know from somewhere that you like the look of, please just write it in the comments down below, and I will answer them in the next video. And also I would read a comment, but we'll kind of feature it in the next episode for sure. So yes, thank you for watching, and hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and have a great day. Bye!